Hey everyone, welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales. I'm Adrian, and today we're diving deep into a headline that's been stirring the pot, once again this time involving Meghan's estranged half-sister, Samantha Markle, and her recycled bitter remarks about Meghan and Prince Harry's marriage. But don't worry, we're going to cut through the noise and remind ourselves why Meghan and Harry's love story continues to shine brighter than ever. Before we jump in, I want to acknowledge something important. Stories like these pop up regularly, and I know some of you might wonder why we even give them attention. The truth is, when misinformation spreads, silence isn't always the answer. Sometimes we need to address the negativity head-on, not to amplify it, but to counter it with truth, context, and the real story of love and resilience that Meghan and Harry represent. Now, for those who might be new to this ongoing saga, let me provide some context. Samantha Markle is Meghan's half-sister from her father's previous marriage. They share the same father, Thomas Markle, but have had minimal contact throughout their lives. Samantha is approximately 17 years older than Meghan, and by most accounts, they didn't grow up together in any meaningful way. This is crucial to understand because it frames everything that follows. Samantha's public commentary about Meghan began ramping up significantly around the time of Meghan's relationship with Prince Harry becoming public. Coincidence? I think not. What's particularly troubling is the pattern we've seen over the years. Whenever Meghan and Harry achieve something positive, whether it's a successful project, a beautiful family moment, or a meaningful charitable endeavour, certain family members seem to emerge from the woodwork with negative commentary. It's a pattern that speaks volumes about motivation and timing. So, here's what happened most recently. In a resurfaced interview on 7 News Australia, Samantha Markle repeated some of her usual talking points, trying once again to undermine Meghan's character and achievements. She went as far as to claim Meghan would still be a waitress if it wasn't for Dad. Let's unpack this statement for a moment, because it reveals so much about the mindset behind it. First, there's absolutely nothing wrong with being a waitress. It's honest work that millions of people do with dignity. But more importantly, this statement completely ignores Meghan's actual career trajectory. Before meeting Harry, Meghan had built a successful acting career, most notably starring in the legal drama Suits for 7 seasons. She was also running a lifestyle blog called The Tig, had authored a cookbook, and was actively involved in humanitarian work with organisations like World Vision and the United Nations. This wasn't someone who was rescued by a prince. This was an accomplished woman who had built her own life and career. But Samantha didn't stop there. She then turned her attention to Meghan and Harry's marriage itself, labelling it toxic and claiming they're unhealthy for each other. These are serious accusations that deserve to be examined critically. Let's pause here for a moment and ask some important questions. These are strong words coming from someone who, by all accounts, hasn't had a meaningful relationship with Meghan in decades. What insight could Samantha possibly have into the day-to-day dynamics of Meghan and Harry's marriage? Has she spent time in their home? Has she observed their interactions with their children? Has she witnessed their partnership in their various endeavours? The answer to all of these questions appears to be no. It's important to remember that Samantha's comments aren't based on lived experiences with Meghan and Harry as a couple. They're projections, seemingly crafted for attention and media coverage. And unfortunately, this isn't the first time we've seen family members use public platforms to air grievances or make claims that can't be substantiated. What makes this story even more telling is that while Samantha continues to spread negativity from the sidelines, Meghan and Harry are consistently showing the exact opposite to the world through their actions, their words, and their visible bond. Let's look at the evidence of their relationship that we can actually observe. Throughout their public appearances, whether formal or candid, Meghan and Harry consistently demonstrate affection, support, and genuine enjoyment of each other's company. They laugh together, they support each other's individual projects, and they present as a united front when facing challenges. Earlier this year, Meghan gave us a rare and beautiful glimpse into her life with Harry during her heartfelt conversation with Drew Barrymore. This wasn't a formal interview or a staged media moment. It was a genuine conversation between two women about love, life, and unexpected journeys. Meghan shared how unexpected but magical their love story has been, saying, "Life is full of surprises. I did not expect to meet H and for this to be our love story. There's something so authentic about the way she refers to him as H. It's intimate, personal, the way you talk about someone you're genuinely close to. She didn't stop there. Meghan described Harry as the funniest, sweetest, most charming man. Now, let's be honest, that's exactly the Harry we've seen over the years, isn't it? The playful prince who joked around during royal engagements, who showed genuine care for people he met, who lit up when talking about causes close to his heart. But what struck me most was how Meghan talked about their partnership as parents and as a couple. She said, "He's an amazing father. I count my blessings because I have him. Also, I have a partner who is so supportive of me." Listen to that language carefully. I count my blessings because I have him. That's not the language of someone trapped in a toxic relationship. That's not the words of someone who's unhappy or feeling unsupported. That's gratitude, genuine appreciation and love. And we can see this partnership in action, can't we? Look at how they've supported each other's individual projects while also building joint ventures. Harry has been Meghan's biggest champion as she's navigated everything from her Spotify podcast to her various business ventures. Meanwhile, Meghan has stood by Harry through his legal battles, his memoir release and his ongoing advocacy work. They've created the Arkwell Foundation together, worked on Netflix projects as a team, and consistently present themselves as partners in every sense of the word. When Harry released his memoir, Spare, Meghan was there supporting him. When Meghan launched her lifestyle brand, Harry was cheering her on. This is what a healthy partnership looks like. Two people who maintain their individual identities while building something beautiful together. Think about it. While Meghan is publicly expressing gratitude for her husband and talking about their supportive bond, critics like Samantha are clinging to bitterness and negativity. Who sounds healthier? Who sounds happier? Who would you rather have in your corner during difficult times? And let's not forget the incredible challenges this couple has weathered together. The relentless and often racist tabloid attacks that began the moment their relationship became public. The intense scrutiny of their wedding, their first years of marriage, and their decision to step back from royal duties. The pressures of the royal institution itself, which Harry has spoken about extensively. They've dealt with family estrangement, legal battles with media outlets, the challenge of building a new life in California while maintaining their charitable work and public responsibilities. They've navigated the complexities of raising their children, Archie and Lilibet, in the public eye while trying to give them as normal a childhood as possible. These are the kinds of pressures that would break many couples. Yet Meghan and Harry have not only survived, but appeared to thrive. That's not toxic, that's resilience. That's what real partnership looks like when tested. Speaking of their children, let's talk about Archie and Lilibet for a moment. Every glimpse we get of this family shows children who are clearly loved, protected and thriving. The rare photos and videos we see show kids who are comfortable, happy and secure in their parents' love. Harry has spoken movingly about how becoming a father has changed him, and Meghan has shared her joy in motherhood. These are parents who've made difficult decisions, like stepping back from royal duties, primarily to protect their children's well-being and their family's privacy. Children are often the best judges of their parents' relationship. Kids pick up on tension, unhappiness and dysfunction very quickly. The fact that Archie and Lilibet appear so well-adjusted and happy speaks volumes about the home environment Meghan and Harry have created. This situation with Samantha's comments fits into a broader pattern we've seen over the years. Whenever Meghan and Harry are doing well, launching successful projects, appearing happy in public, sharing positive news, there seems to be a corresponding uptick in negative commentary from certain quarters. It's almost as if their success and happiness is threatening to some people who would prefer to see them struggle or fail. This says far more about the critics than it does about Meghan and Harry themselves. What I find most inspiring about Meghan and Harry's story is how they've grown together through adversity. Rather than letting external pressures tear them apart, they've used those challenges to become stronger as a couple and clearer about their values and priorities. They've made the difficult decision to prioritize their family's well-being over public approval. They've chosen authenticity over conformity, even when it's cost them relationships and opportunities. That takes incredible courage and a very strong partnership. As we look toward the future, it's clear that Meghan and Harry are focused on building something positive and lasting. Their work with Archewell, their various media projects, their advocacy for causes they care about, all of this points to a couple that's looking forward, not backward. While others remain stuck in grievances and bitterness, Meghan and Harry are creating, building and contributing. They're raising their children to be compassionate and aware global citizens. They're using their platform to amplify important causes and voices that might otherwise go unheard. So while Samantha Markle's comments resurface from time to time, let's keep them in proper perspective. They don't define Meghan and Harry's marriage any more than a stranger's opinion would define your relationship. Meghan and Harry's bond is defined by their actions toward each other, their shared values, their commitment to their children, and their mutual support through good times and challenging ones. It's defined by the life they've built together and the positive impact they're working to make in the world. At the end of the day, their story is proof that love can not only survive but thrive even in the face of relentless criticism and family dysfunction. They've shown that it's possible to choose love over bitterness, growth over stagnation, and hope over cynicism. Their marriage serves as an inspiration to couples everywhere who might be facing their own challenges with family acceptance, external pressures, or difficult circumstances. Meghan and Harry have demonstrated that with mutual support, clear communication, and shared values, a relationship can weather almost any storm. What do you think, folks? Do Samantha's remarks even matter anymore when we look at the clear evidence of Meghan and Harry's strong partnership? Or is it obvious that they've built something that no amount of outside noise can tear down? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think family criticism can affect a strong marriage, or do you believe that the love between two committed partners is stronger than external negativity? And as always, thank you so much for watching Meghan and Harry Tales. Your support means everything, and it's viewers like you who make it possible for us to keep telling these important stories and celebrating love, resilience, and authenticity. I'm Adrian, and I'll be back very soon with more stories where we continue to celebrate Meghan, Harry, and their inspiring journey together. Don't forget to like this video if it resonated with you, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this with fellow supporters who might need to hear this message today. Until next time, remember that love always wins, and authentic relationships built on mutual respect and support can weather any storm. See you next time.